Hello everyone, welcome back to Placement Buddies. Let me welcome you all to another lecture of this industrial instrumentation playlist. Today we will be going through the vortex flow meters, right? So before proceeding further, let me tell you about the history of vortex flow meters. So 16th सेंचुरी में पहली बार लियोनार्डो डा विंची ने ऑब्जर्व किया था कि फ्लोइंग वाटर में कैसे वोर्टिसेस फॉर्म होता है. ओके, सो जब भी नेचर में कोई फिजिकल फेनोमेना होता है उसको डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए कुछ फिजिकल लॉज होते हैं. सो लगभग 400 साल बाद एक हंगेरियन फिजिसिस्ट ने डिस्क्राइब किया था वही फिजिकल लॉज को दैट गवर्न हाउ दिस वोर्टिसेस टेक शेप. सो दैट इज ऑल अबाउट द हिस्ट्री एंड दैट इज हाउ द वोर्टेक्स फ्लो मीटर्स केम इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस, राइट? Now let me discuss about the very important part of this lecture, which is the working of vortex flow meters, right? Inside every vortex flow meter, there are bluff bodies located in the middle of the pipe. This body is a kind of obstruction that disturbs the flow. Okay? At first, let me show you the bluff body in the diagram. See, this is the diagram of a vortex flow meter's working principle, and this black body is the bluff body about which I was talking, right? So हर vortex flow meter के अंदर एक bluff body होता है which is located in the middle of the pipe. अगर इसको अगर हम एक pipe consider करते हैं then this bluff body is located in the middle of the pipe. Okay, this body is a kind of obstruction. Yes, it is obstructing the flow of the fluid, obviously, right? So it's a kind of obstruction. Now let's get back. Downstream from the bluff body, there is a kind of mechanical sensor which registers the tiniest pressure changes in the flowing fluid. Okay, let me show you the mechanical sensor in the diagram. See, this is the mechanical sensor. इस mechanical sensor का क्या काम होता है? It registers the tiniest pressure changes in the flowing fluid. अगर जो fluid pass कर रहा होगा, flow कर रहा होगा through the pipe, अगर उस fluid में कुछ pressure changes आता है, then it gets registered by this piezoelectric sensor or the mechanical sensor, right? अभी हम लोग देखेंगे the condition of no fluid flow and when the fluid starts flowing. मतलब जब fluid flow नहीं कर रहा होता है through the pipe तब क्या होता है and when the fluid actually starts flowing through the pipe. Okay? If the fluid is not flowing then no vortices are formed. ये जो आप लोग देख रहे हो these are called the vortices. जब वो fluid pass कर रहा होगा through the bluff body then it will form these vortices. But when there is no flow or if the fluid is not flowing then these vortices are not formed. As soon as the fluid starts flowing and reaches a minimum flow rate, vortices gradually appear at the downstream of the bluff body, right? जब वो fluid flow कर रहा होगा through the bluff body, vortices will appear downstream, right? These vortices are detached alternately from either side of the bluff body and are carried away by the flowing fluid. जैसे कि आप लोग देख पा रहे हो कि they are actually detached from either side of the bluff body. ऊपर वाले साइड से भी vortices निकल रहे हैं और नीचे वाले साइड से भी vortices detach हो रहे हैं. So we can say these vortices are actually detached from either side of the bluff body, right? Now as a result of which zones of high and low pressure appear downstream. These differences in pressure exactly match the frequency of the passing vortices and are precisely registered by the mechanical sensor. Here, the mechanical sensor plays a role again, right? Now, this sensor is so unique that it does not let vibrations and temperature changes affect the measurement. Now comes the measurement part. The distance between two consecutive vortices corresponds to a unit volume of fluid. We have to keep that in mind. हमको distance मिल गया. Now, therefore, the total volumetric flow rate can be measured by counting the number of vortices that pass. Okay, the higher the flow velocity, higher is the measured frequencies of the vortices. Now we have to be familiar with the problem encountered here and the solution which is proposed to, mitigate this problem. The problem encountered is in some applications the velocity is too low for perceptible vortices to form. अगर यहाँ पे जो फ्लूइड फ्लो कर रहा है उसका वेलोसिटी बहुत ही कम है, लाइक इट इज बिलो द पार और बिलो द मिनिमम वेलोसिटी रिक्वायर्ड टू फॉर्म वोर्टिसेस, देन वोर्टिसेस नहीं फॉर्म करेंगे. ओके, इन दैट केस हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? द वेलोसिटी कैन बी इंक्रीज्ड बाय रिड्यूसिंग द क्रॉस सेक्शन तब हम क्या करेंगे, ये जो पाइप आप लोग देख रहे हो जिसका क्रॉस सेक्शन यहाँ से यहाँ तक है, हम क्या करेंगे, इसको रिड्यूस कर देंगे, पाइप का क्रॉस सेक्शन को हम कम कर देंगे ताकि लो वेलोसिटी में भी वोर्टिसेस फॉर्म हो जाए. ओके, एंड लेट मी टेल यू गाइस, दिस modification does not affect the measurement accuracy at all. Okay, now we have to look for the enhancement in functionality. Functionality can be enhanced by incorporating an optional temperature measurement into the sensor. जो हमारा मैकेनिकल सेंसर है which was about to register the tiniest pressure changes, okay, जिसको हम प्रेशर चेंज मेजर करने के लिए रखे हैं यहाँ पे, इसके साथ साथ हम एक ऑप्शनल टेम्परेचर मेजरमेंट भी लगा सकते हैं ये इसी पर्टिकुलर सेंसर में. अगर ऑप्शनल टेम्परेचर मेजरमेंट लगा देते हैं, इनकॉर्पोरेट कर देते हैं इसी पर्टिकुलर सेंसर में, देन इट्स फंक्शनैलिटी गेट्स एनहेंस्ड. ओके, सो या दैट वाज ऑल अबाउट द वर्किंग ऑफ वोर्टेक्स फ्लो मीटर. आई होप आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया होगा, राइट? सो लेट अस प्रोसीड टुवर्ड्स द एप्लीकेशंस. Vortex flow meters are used in numerous branches of industry to measure the volume flow of liquids, gases and steam. Okay, it is used in chemicals and petrochemicals industries as well, in power generation and heat supply systems. Let us go through the advantages of the vortex flow meter quickly. It is universally suitable for measuring liquids, gases and steam, as I said. It is largely unaffected by the changes in pressure, density, temperature and viscosity. Very important point. It is having a long high term stability, wide temperature range ranging from -200 degrees C to +400 degrees C. It is having a wide range of sizes and linear output obviously. Let us quickly go through the disadvantages. It has a limited range of construction materials. सारे materials से हम vortex flow meter को बना नहीं सकते. Okay, we have to be very choosy about the materials with which we are going to construct our vortex flow meter. Vortex flow meter is not suitable for slurries or high viscosity liquids. I hope you guys remember that electromagnetic flow meter was suitable for slurries, right? In electromagnetic flow meter, it actually didn't matter if the flow is laminar or turbulent, but in case of vortex flow meter, turbulent flow is required. Vortex flow meter is also affected by pulsating flow. So that is all about the vortex flow meter from my side. Okay, so in the next lecture I will teach you about the ultrasonic flow meter. So that's it for today guys. Thank you वीडियो को एंड तक देखने के लिए, एंड मिलते हैं अगले लेक्चर पे. बाय.